What's going on, everybody? Matthew here from Losing Bait on YouTube, fishingfloridawater.com, and Fishing Florida Water on YouTube. Today's episode, we are working with Billy the Largemouth Bass, who is a Florida caught largemouth bass, and we're going to be seeing how this fish reacts to some of the stuff I have to show. And it's not scientifically trying to prove anything at all. This is merely something for educational purposes and how it could probably be used maybe as a grain of salt in the wild. So if you are targeting a species like the largemouth bass in Florida, it might be something to try if you're interested in trying it yourself, okay? So with that being said, we are also going to let this fish react towards what it's been fed a lot, which is the feeder fish that we feed it, which are live, and we'll show you how he reacts to them as well. One of the things too is I want to mention is the time of year that it is. So the type of season that we're in right now here in Florida is it's like kind of just almost like start of like July. It's kind of like in between July, so it's July 10th, 2025. So we're kind of in our summer season right now, and it's hot out in Florida, and we also have that rainy season going on. So the feeding habit could be different, obviously, when it's cold season. So if you're looking in later or early starts of the year when you're fishing for bass and they're more lethargic, maybe they want that more slower action. When it's kind of hot out, I feel like they're more in that sometimes aggressive state where they want to be more aggressive and ambush their prey. So anyways, enough of ranting. We're going to talk about the bait we're talking about today. So we're talking about the night crawlers, which is a popular live worm, Canadian night crawlers that are sold at Walmart. They're a popular live worm by a lot of people who fish, sometimes for bass, maybe more so for like tilapia and bluegill and stuff like that. And then the soft plastic worms by Zoom that I have for this video. I have a watermelon red, and I have also a June bug red, and these are both in a 5-inch. So the watermelon red is more of like a lighter, dark color, I guess you could say. And your June bug red is more of a darker color for the darker color waters and stuff. Whereas the June bug red would be more in your like a little bit more stained colored waters, but not super clear, but not super cloudy either. And that's kind of like when I'd use these in the water. But it's all personal preference, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna show him these couple of worms here and see how he reacts to them, show him the live worm, see how he reacts to the live worm. Alright, so I'm gonna get one of these June bug reddies now, the red June bugs by Zoom, the 5-inch one. I'm gonna show him the worm and see how he reacts to this worm. I'm gonna show him the tail first and see if he likes the tail. Kind of a little excited in that, not gonna lie. Shows some interest in that. Put on the other side of the thing, see if he gets interested to come over this way. Stop wiggling it. See if he's more interested in more something like this so much. So obviously, if it was swimming in the water, maybe it would be different. We're just doing this outside his tank to see how he looks and how he's interested in it. He does show some interest in it, like a little excitement in it. I'm not gonna lie, he does show some excitement in it. Next one's gonna be the Zoom. It's gonna be our Zoom watermelon red color. Let's see what he thinks of this one. This color. Let's see if he likes this color or not. I'll probably drop that back on the floor. I'm going to let him see this color right here. Check the leg. He starts to get a little excited. A little teasing him with it, I'm not gonna lie. He kind of looks like he would go for it, I'm not gonna lie. He does look like he's getting a little bit excited on that off camera. I don't know how well it's on camera, or how much y'all can see him on camera, because he's kind of moving away a little bit. Just gonna leave this thing still and see how he reacts to it. Not just kind of wiggling like that, like a natural worm would. A live one would do the same thing. More so action if it was in my hand or hanging like this. We'll do it that one with that June bug watermelon red color. Put it back in the package here. We're gonna get one of these live ones out. Oh, I'll drop that on the floor over there. Yeah, I knew something was gonna fall. Let's see if I got a lively one here that I can actually use, because he's been in the refrigerator for quite a few months now. It's amazing that they've actually lasted so long. I've got somewhat of a decent one, I think. This one might work. So this is a live worm right here. Now I'm going to feed you this. I'm going to feed him this live worm. I'm going to give him this live worm to show you. I obviously can't give him a plastic worm, because I'm not going to do that with this fish. But I'm going to give him this live worm, and I'm telling you now, he's probably not going to eat it. He'll bite it, but he's going to not probably eat it. And I will be surprised, because he's not been wanting live worms at all. So we're going to give him this live worm, just for the sake of giving him a live worm, because we are going to try to give him another live bait, which is a live goldfish. So I'm going to try to give him this as an offering. And you see what I'm saying? He's kind of like let this worm down. He is kind of looking at it down there, but he's not really wanting the live worm that's in the tank right now. And there is, like I said, a live worm in the tank, and it's now down there in the bottom, you can see, unfortunately. So now I have a live worm in the tank down there that Billy right there is not in the least interested in having at all. So old Billy's not impressed with a live worm. So what I'm going to do now for y'all is I'm going to show you all one of his favorite foods, which is actually where we're going to right now. You're going to watch Billy over there and watch where Billy goes, because Billy's going to follow me because he knows where I'm going to be going. But I shout about this fish knows where we're going and knows what he's likely getting when we get over there. So watch this fish. He's already excited because he knows where I'm going. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab one of these live fish out of this tank over here that he loves the most, and I'll show you how this fish will react. He's off camera over there, I think, but he's coming over. So let me get one of these live ones out. It's hard to do with one hand, so I can't really see what I'm doing too much on camera, where I'm at on camera, because I'm trying to scoop one of these lively ones out. There we go. I got two of them in that one. Alright, so let me get these out real quick for him. We're going to hand feed Billy today. We're going to show him on outside the tank, though, how he reacts with one of these, okay? So I'm going to show him this little one right here. I'm going to see how he reacts to these little fish right here. I'm going to see how he reacts with one of these up here. See, he's trying to take it out of my finger over there. Let me try with one of these other ones and see what he thinks with this bigger one right here. It's a little bit bigger of a minnow right there. These are a little bit harder to hook though if you were going to hook them. See how he's going crazy right now for it, because you can see it. He wants it. He already took it out of my hand too. Took it out of my hand. So anyways though, that's what I was trying to show you all, is that he goes crazy for those live feeder fish. And then unfortunately the worm down there is now at the bottom of the tank. So one last thing that I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to show you all, and so we're going to see how he reacts towards a worm on a hook. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, off camera, I'm gonna hang a fishing line with a hook on it and a worm, and we're gonna see if he's interested in how he's gonna react off camera with me not being here and hanging a soft plastic worm in front of his tank. Now, for the sake of the video though, one thing I will try to do, I can't guarantee it, that's why I'm saying subscribe to the YouTube channels, check us out on fishingfloridawater.com and stuff for updates, if we do any updates, if I do any of them on this, is I would like to try hanging a live bait fish, like one of those feeder fish in front of his tank, and seeing the same outcome too. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera here, and for a few seconds what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay quiet so that he doesn't hear me, because they can actually feel vibrations and they know if you're around. So I'm going to be quiet for a few seconds. Alright, so we got to see how he reacted towards this worm firsthand, to see how he reacted to it on camera. Hopefully we got some of that on video there to see how he reacted towards the soft plastic worm, which is really golden if it hit. But anyways though, that's pretty much the video. It's not trying to prove anything, it's just, like I said, for educational purposes, to use and try maybe out in the real world to see if it's something that works. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does work. Could be a mere coincidence that it does work. It doesn't really prove anything at the end of the day. It's just something was interested in seeing how it would work. So anyways, that's it though. Thank you all for watching this video, and look forward to seeing y'all in another video. Thanks for your subscribing and your comments, and checking out the video today.